People say the internet isn't real life, it's just virtual reality, but at what point does it become actual reality? It may not be flesh and blood reality, but it is a reality. Relationships are established, friendships, flirtations, enemies, events occur. Friendly conversations, lessons, therapy, battles, consoling, sharing, taking, giving, life. Some of us spend more time on here with each other than we do with our families, friends, or partners. So when do we start to take responsibility for our actions here? When do we realize that what happens here can and does affect our real lives?
Oh, you poor, bleeding heart pansy.
Cubby, I could ask you the same thing. I find it highly ironic that you need to share these thoughts and play the victim when you have done your fair share of lashing out at others.
You know, Daffy, we've had a couple fights on here. I'm sorry they got personal, but the truth is the debates I have on here are not personal. They don't move from one thread to the other, and certainly don't leave the board. I grew up in theater green rooms where you have heated debates with people, and then you go and rehearse or perform the play, and debates never leave the green room. I mean, I thought we had a nice time at the march. I don't recall any nastiness there, so I'm confounded by the nastiness surrounding me now, especially by those of you who I have done or said nothing nasty to.
I think you just need to get a grip. Maybe you need a breather, or maybe just loosen the straps in your tinfoil hat a little. That ought to do it. Oh, and removing the stick from your ass.
I mean, my goodness, I have never known anyone to be so dramatic and condescending and naive. When are you going to start taking responsibility for your actions? The things you have said here?
I think it's all still fairly new to us. Message boards, Facebook, Twitter. It's making us evolve as a society. Learning every day as we absorb in this giant social experiment. Sometimes we do really well, sometimes we fail. It becomes survival of the fittest. You need a thick skin if you want to make it in a world where people can say anything they want. The more anonymous, the crueler they can be. But I've made a lot of friends online, and now they're friends in real time. I'd say the good definitely outweighs the bad. I'm hoping everyone can just have a little perspective about things here.
Like, I have made so many friends online. It rocks, and it's, like, totally real to me. I mean, like, I know it's not as real as real life, but, like, online, I'm not the unpopular, uncool girl all the time.
Seriously, man. It's totally trippy, like a paradox. I can hardly wrap my mind around it. It's like a f***ing David Lynch film or something. And like, Big Brother's a part of it. The government wants to suck our brains into the internet and own our asses. You gotta keep it real or you'll be their slave forever. Just like the f***ing Matrix.
Man, if that kid isn't a Just Say No ad, I don't know what is.
I just think that some of you think you know me, but you really don't. And what's even sadder is that you met me and got to know a little about who the real me is.
Well, we also know the virtual you, and it sure isn't pretty.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. And sad you chose to believe the alleged virtual me over the real me. You should know better.
I have nothing to be ashamed of. I'm quite pleased with who I am in the real world and online.
Yeah, that's pretty sad.
What's sad are those nude pictures you emailed me.
Ha! I never emailed you nude pictures.
Tell it to the judge. Who wants to see them?
Well, speaking of virtual reality, let's see if we can figure out who Phantom 69 is. That is to say, who he really is and not who he pretends he is.
Like, what do you mean?
Well, he certainly would like us to think he's some hot Broadway actor like Matt Cavanaugh or Cheyenne Jackson or Matt Morrison or maybe some hot chorus boy. But I'm betting he's just a big, fat nobody.
You shut the f*** up.
Oh, what's wrong? You can dish it out, but you can't take it?
OMG! If you were Matt Cavanaugh or Cheyenne Jackson Phantom, I will just die. Like, OMG, die. Who else do you think posts on BU? Idina? LBB? OMG!
Matt Cavanaugh is most definitely straight.
Damn.
Yay! Someone please pass the popcorn.
One extra butter?
Yes, please.
No salt on mine, please.
Does anyone actually talk about Broadway here anymore?
You little motherfucker. How dare you try to out me on the board. Delete that post now.
Aw, you can't stand the taste of your own shit, can you?
Fuck you. Delete it now.
You know, I'm not sure which is pissing you off more, that I may have actually named who you are in that thread, or more likely exposed the fact that you are just a big, fat nobody, and the fantasy is over.
You don't know what you started.
Oh, I'm shaking. I really am.
This is your last warning. Any further personal attacks and you will be suspended from Broadway Universe. The corresponding thread has been deleted.
Fuck you.
You have been suspended for 3 days.
Fuck!
They put a price upon my head and a poster on the wall. I'm wanted for the crimes of trying to free you all. I wasn't born here, I ain't got the disease. I make my music sick to make them drop to their knees. Nah, it's set up, get up and